All right, guys, I know I normally do videos on the motorcycle, but have to show you this Lincoln MKX. Matthew McConaughey loves those Lincolns, and this one's got the 2.7 boost. What I wanted to show you is this 22-point adjustment. Get a little bit more detailed on it. You actually turn the massage on by pressing that center button. All these, this seat's incredible, and I heard one guy talk about it. He says if you can't get comfortable in this chair, then you are not human, and that's a good way to put it. So this right here actually brings out the very front, back and forth there. You see that moving. The headrest not only goes up and down, but if you push that forward, it goes forward and back too. Just now, the forward and back is this whole piece here, moves forward and back on this headset, okay, or on that head, just that piece, just this portion of it, okay. And then of course you got that does the whole back. This next one, this does the whole back, the entire back, and then your normal up, down, back on the whole seat. So what I want to show you there real fast is a little bit more detail on this this fun massage. I finally used the park assist, side note, and that thing worked great yesterday on a parallel park. Pulled me right in, just told me when to shift. It was perfect. I like to think of myself as a pretty good parallel parker, but hey, guess what? Don't need to worry about it with the Lincoln. And then it also does let you get out of that too. When you press it again, when you walk out, it pulled me out. It wasn't as good as when it pulled me in. It pulled me out a little too wide, but definitely didn't let me hit anything in front of me. So very, very good feature. Anyway, let's get in here to settings. And then I believe my wife plays with this more than I do. So the multi-contour seats, you have this option. Now this is where you can adjust for the passenger and the driver. Driver's on right now, passenger's over here. This is where I've got mine set. I'm going to go ahead and do the passenger. My son was in here and he jacked everything up. Now this is where you can adjust what you want these bladders in here to do. And notice the different places. So this one controls right here. It highlights them for you. This one controls these, and boy, can you feel those come in on your sides here. Little kidney support there. And then 3 different spots for your lumbar, okay, all the way through. And it'll allow you to adjust those on each one. Now, when you adjust those and you have your massage, notice you have low and high intensity, both for the, or you can turn it off. So if you don't want the rear below to massage you, you shut that off, but you can just get the high or the low on the back. So very what was this, like $1,500, $1,900? It's a high. Now trust me guys, I got this out the door at 2016 with 24,000 miles, out the door for 38,000. It's a 16. It's got the Sync 3 in it too. Make sure if you're looking for MKXs that you check that out. But this is 38,000 out the door, all the bells and whistles. I mean, almost everything you can do except for the highest, what do you call it? The highest wheel. I've got the second to the highest wheel, the 21-inch, but so you definitely got to wait a year or two before you buy one of these. Way too much. This sticker was $65,000 right there at it, $64,500. Wait a couple years. I know it's hard to, but the good news is you can get a 16 now, and it's got almost everything that the 18 has. I think the 18 has that stop and go, and nobody told me that too. So when I was looking at this, what do you call it? The intelligent cruise control. It looks the exact same, but I think this one doesn't do stop and go. It cuts you off at 12. So at 12 miles an hour, you lose your you lose your adaptive cruise control. So pay attention to that. I think the 18 have stop and go, but that's the only difference as far as I can have told. I mean, ambient lighting, you get everything in the 16 that you do in that. I got the auto hold, the driver assist, the massaging chairs if you do that huge upgrade, but just a side note there. So back to these chairs. This is great then. You can also do your adjustments. I'm going to go over here and go to the, I'm going to the driver now. You could do also adjustments if you watch. I'm controlling it over here. I can click those up and down on my actual controller, and I can feel that coming in and out. So you have control on the down there on the hand controls too. You don't necessarily have to do this. And then whenever you hit that button on, it's going to show you that it's massaging. When you adjust it, shuts it off, and then you put it back on massage. I'm getting a nice little massage right now. This is awesome. And then people are, you hear some people say in the gym, they get out of the gym, they want a heated massage. This has the heated and cooled seats. You can hit a heat here and get that really a massage. Woo, I feel that. Even when I have it on the bladders as low as I have them, boy, you can feel that just massaging your butt, your back. It just moves all the way through it and moves through it so nicely. So multi-contoured, that was a definite upgrade that I had to have, and also definitely want to get this stereo system. It has the amplifiers in each one of the 19 speaker Revel Ultima. Just wow. I mean, let's just, I'm just going to kick it on real quick here. This is literally the best stereo I've ever heard. And again, I'm not an audiophile or anything like that, but I'll tell you, this thing jams. I'm going to get a source here on us. Let's go FM. And I can't, it goes up to 30. I can't get it past 19, okay? There's no way that you can get this stereo to go past 19. And it just booms. Every speaker, it sounds like it has, I don't know what kind of subwoofer. I haven't gotten into it that much, where the subwoofers are at or what, but I hear people cut this stereo system down, get a life. Mercedes, I've listened to them all. You don't even come close. Lexus, that Lexus, boy, did they screw up their thing, man. Have that stupid thing down here instead of a touch screen. Boom, Lexus was right off the board right when I saw that. I think Acura did the same thing. Boom, off the board. Forget about those cars, man. Look at these Lincolns. If it's good enough for Matthew McConaughey, it's good enough for you. These things are kick, you know what, awesome cars. Now let's just hope they're as reliable as my Honda Odyssey sitting over there. That's our only fear, but hey, I hear good things about this engine. Got 200,000. You watch videos on this EcoBoost. What a fantastic engine. So I'll do some more videos on different stuff. We'll talk about the lane assist and some other things later on, but I just wanted to go over that Contour seat. I never saw really anything good. One other thing, Sync 3, again, is only, if you saw anything, or watched any video, Sync 3 is just the program on what this is. This one was upgraded with Sync 3 and it had Android Auto already in it. Android Auto was a definite, I needed that. In 16 they started making them later on, so you got to make sure you have the Sync 3, and then you can do the upgrade or the download, and somebody had already done that. They had upgraded this with the software. So in here is where you have to replace this if you want CarPlay. I don't have my light on, but it's behind this nice ambient light. They got ambient lights on all the way through here, man. The ambient lighting in this car is spectacular. It's even in the rear on their handles and stuff. You can change that color. Oh my God. Features. But I'm not sure if somebody replaced that. I don't see Apple CarPlay on here, so I got a feeling that it might not be you have to replace that USB port right here in the center console, and that's where you have to hook it up. I don't think it's in here. I don't know, but I just heard some videos, so hopefully that'll help some people out there looking at the MKX. Buy it, buy it, buy it. This is a 2016 later model that year, fully loaded. I swear this. I drove so many cars before I bought this, tested everything. Of course, I eliminated some right away with the infotainment. That's real important to us, being able to have easy access. If you have some touchpad crap, all that stuff, even if you get around okay, if you go into Android Auto, that touch crap, it just doesn't work right. It's horrible. And then to put screens up here, way up here where you're touching them. Even that, we tried the Hyundai, tried to get used to the Hyundai because of that big price drop. That Santa Fe, looked at it, has some good technologies, but God, you are reaching, even when it was right up there, you're still reaching so much further, so much more inconvenient. And then, of course, the ride, there's no comparison. Also, the Hyundai, bad news, guys. These seats are so soft and cushiony. You get in that Hyundai and your back is going to hurt. My wife right away said she felt nauseous on how hard the seat was. My God. So that took the Hyundai Santa Fe out. Again, we drove a lot of stuff. We drove the Ford Edge. No comparison on the trim. So much different of a drive in this thing. The car lean, everything, it's just so much better. Maybe some of it's in my mind. I know they're built around the same thing, but because of what they did with the transmission, I know it's 20 more horsepower than the Sport Edge, so forget that. But again, you're really comparing this to the Lexus, to the Mercedes, to the Acura, and it blows them all away. So if you're out there looking, stop looking, get a Lincoln. As long as the dependability's there, I am going to be so happy with this car. I bought it. Of course, since it's a couple years old, you can't lease it. But I was looking for a car to buy. This is the one I settled down after weeks and weeks. I probably went 4 weeks of solid 8 hours a day research, just research. I'm not kidding you, before I settled on this. So that's the Contour seats with a little bit more. We'll talk more about different stuff later. But definitely MKX is got my big vote right now. Peace out, YouTube. Let me know any questions.